Hi, this is Nikki from Just Something to Think About, Words of Inspiration, found on Facebook, as well as co-host of Doing It Big Radio with Big Tony CEO and Mickey Spotlight Shaw. And the purpose of this video is a response to a video that Big Tone posted on his page the other day from Tony Gaskins telling women to stop praising their boyfriends. And in essence, what he was saying was, why would a man buy the cow when he can get the milk for free? And so he went on to say that we do things like wash our man's dirty drawers, cooking and cleaning for him, having sex with them. He said, unless you're dating a devout, godly man, strong in the community, such as similar to President Barack Obama, then we're making life too easy for them, and therefore they may never feel the desire to get married because they're getting all the benefits of a husband. And my question is this. Why would you want to marry anything less than a godly man, similar to a Barack Obama, a strong? I'm not saying that every man out there is going to be the president of the United States one day, but we would want characteristics, a good family man, a godly man. And if you're trying to marry anything less, shame on you, is what I have to say. As far as I'm concerned, I'm tired of people making dating out to be a game. Dating is not a game. Marriage is real life. Marriage is supposed to be for life. And the only way people know if they want to get married to another person is they need to be dating the real you. All of you, not part of you, who you are at all times. And when you're holding back, that's playing games to me. What you should be doing is you should pace yourself, because obviously you shouldn't start dating somebody today and doing everything for them, the very next, cleaning their dirty drawers the next day. And I definitely understand the withholding of the sex. That one I totally agree with when it comes to Tony G. I think that it's biblical, and I think that we need to value sex more than we do as a society today. But short of sex, everything else, the cooking, cleaning, and all of that, pace yourself. Get to know a guy, go out with him, enjoy him before you start doing those things. But don't wait until you get married before you start doing those things. I think that we fall in love with people based on how they make us feel. We're attracted to what we see, but we marry based on what we feel. And you don't just marry somebody because she's gorgeous or he's handsome. You marry somebody because they make you feel loved. And what makes us feel love is different to everybody. Personally, as a woman, I like a man who takes care of the house. I like a man who makes sure that the maintenance of the house is taken care of. I love a man who knows that my weakness is taking care of my car. So he does things like he'll take my car to go get the oil changed or get it washed and cleaned out and stuff like that. And when I have a boyfriend who does that, it turns me on. It makes me feel taken care of and makes me feel loved. And I don't want to hear that he might do these things for me after we get married. I want to know that this is a man that is capable of doing these things prior to me getting married, because these are the things that I want in my marriage. These are the things that makes me feel love. And I don't think that a man is wrong for wanting a woman if he enjoys a woman who cooks a meal for him. I don't think he's wrong for that. If he wants a woman who keeps a clean house, he's not wrong for that. Any more than you're wrong for the things that you want in your marriage. A man's not wrong for wanting those same things. But how does he know he wants to marry you if you're not doing those things prior to marriage? Here's the key. The key is not to withhold who you are. The key is to have your own timeline about how long you're willing to date a man before he's willing to say, I want to marry you. Whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years. Your timeline is your business. But what you have to tell yourself is, if he doesn't love me enough to want to marry me now, then he never will. Not just be real to him, but be real to yourself. And be willing to walk away. And if it's a mistake, if he really does love you, I promise you, he'll come and get you. He's not going to let that good woman go, because guess what? That feeling of feeling love, he's going to long for it. And he's going to come back and he's going to let you know what? I made a mistake. I don't want to live without you. You don't have to be fake. Being fake is not being fair. in my eyes. Don't play games to get married. Be you. Be real at all time, and show that you're worthy of being married too. But on the same note, he has to prove that he's worthy too. You know, I say that women suffer for what I call the Cinderella syndrome. Think about the story Cinderella. It's one man who is at a ball picking between a pack of women standing there basically with their hands up saying, ooh, choose me, choose me. Dating is two people getting to know each other and deciding, both of them having a choice of whether or not this is somebody who want to spend the rest of their lives with. It's not just the man's choice, it's the woman's choice too. So he has just as much to prove to you as you have to prove to him. And you wouldn't want him being any less than who he is to find out that after you got married that he's not the man you thought he was. You want him to give his all. And you want to give your all. And at the end of the day, you have a choice to marry him, just like he has a choice to marry you. And if after so long he's not ready to get married, then you have the choice to walk away. What's important is to love yourself first. And love yourself to know enough to know your value. Do you understand? You have to, being single doesn't mean that you don't know anything about love. Being single actually could mean that you know more about love than most. It could mean that you're not willing to settle for just anybody, just to have somebody. It means waiting for the right perfect person. Not necessarily a perfect person, but the perfect person for you. And if that means that you have to be single at 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, that's better than being in a marriage that failed because you married somebody that you weren't supposed to. So don't look at being single as not being smart. Look at single as possibly being smart enough not to settle for the wrong person. I told God, marry me for life or leave me single. I do not want to get married only to get a divorce. But the only way I know if I'm going to marry a man is to date the whole him, the entire him. I don't want him to hold back. And you shouldn't either.